No yields.
Yo, what's poppin'? All my peeps, it is I, your host, the most Renaissance man who always thinks he can, and your champion of the peeps, Patty Pitts, back once again in the Yard Streams for another edition of the Raw Rewind, part of Pitts and Sara's wrestling show, where we take no nights off. And it's not just me, Patty P, here in the Yard Streams. I am joined, as always, by the best of the West you can't forget about. Sara Marshall, what's popping, girl?
Hey, yo.
Hello. Oh, mid-yawn. Sorry.
That was mid-yawn.
Yeah.
That was right there.
It's one of those days, you know?
It's one of those days.
Yeah.
Where
I didn't want to wake up. Yeah.
Pourquoi?
Just did not sleep well.
We have football. Oh, well, I mean,
I'm not excited about football yet. It's not real football yet.
well, like, think of it
And
like Advent.
Roster cuts make me kind of sad. But
How
I feel like for the most part, I'm not too concerned about the players that I want to make the team. I think they are. So,
all right, give me one player that you think is and one that isn't from the Patriots.
a player
I'm
that
like
is
out of it. One that you think is gonna make the team and one you think is not, because I'm out of it now. I'm all wrestling. So,
Keyshawn Booty is making the team.
I
Efton
just got
Chisholm.
his card, so I fucking
Efton
should.
Chisholm's making the team. Jalen
like
Polk
me.
is not making the
Yeah.
team.
Okay.
Kyle
Maybe.
Duggar might not make the team.
That's crazy to me.
I know. Anthony Jennings might not make the team. Cole
That's not
Strange.
crazy to me.
Cole Strange.
Imagine those draft picks, the Duggar and Cole Strange get cut.
Cole Strange was a first rounder too.
Like, talk radio will be in shambles.
Oh yeah.
I gotta ask my guy Dan Ball about that, because he'll have a fun time on the airwaves there.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's football. We're here for wrestling, Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Good old fashioned wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't any WWE program over the weekend, technically speaking, but we did have Triple Mania. We're gonna talk. I want to save that whole discussion for Thursday's show,
Mm-hmm.
because I watched that top to bottom with only one sleep in the middle of it, which is pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
So I watched every match, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, especially as I've started to branch off from WWE and explore other promotions, not just AEW, obviously, and not even just TNA,
Mm-hmm.
but, getting back into Limitless again and experiencing that. I was talking to Anthony Green at the gym on yesterday, and he mentioned to me that there's a show on September 5th with him and BRG and a bunch of other people from Limitless and the New England Indies. So you definitely go check it out. So I'm probably going to go to that, because that's 30 minutes from my house, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And just I don't like it's a whole other world. And then AAA, excuse me, which out of everything I've just described, Lucha Libre is definitely my favorite style of wrestling. It's the one that I could sit there and just eyes, like watching a tennis match.
Mm-hmm.
You may not be saying anything, but you're fucking locked in
Mm-hmm.
to what is happening. And it's just the pageantry of it. I mean, that match between, we'll say, it's some sort of LWO of Lola Vice, Mr. Iguana, and I forget who the third person was. Well, I'll look it up for Thursday. But anyways, against Judgment Day. That match, the whole ending, the finish. I don't want to spoil anything because, I mean, we had a puppet fight.
Demonito.
Yeah, we had the puppet fight in the ring. It was fucking incredible.
Demonito will be living in my house in a few months.
Few months. Yeah, there's a lot of paperwork.
Yeah.
He's got to fill out.
The adoption process is not easy.
Yeah, I know. It's that layover process.
Mm-hmm.
Shipping and handling takes a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait to talk about all that and more. Sarah, did you saw only clips of AAA?
Yeah, I had to work, so
That's tough.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was really good. And yeah, I have a lot of questions about AAA. So on Thursday we will answer those because today, see, this is all right.
Not Thursday.
Not
There's
Thursday.
There's a Patriots game on Thursday.
So Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a game on at 5 or 8 p.m. On Thursday.
There's something I have on Friday.
Mm.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Figure out.
Okay.
That's what we do here. That's what we do here.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, because Dickie, you're so right. It was a solid show. And like Kevin, what?
No.
Like, how are we?
How
are we living in a world?
I was so sad that Ray said that. Because Rey Mysterio said that to the crowd that he wants to bring him back.
Yeah, they want to break.
And I was like, no.
Yeah,
no. He fits right in. Okay? I get it. But no. No.
Crazy to me. And yeah,
no one cared
obvious,
about Alberto.
Like, me,
okay.
I just wasn't. I like the cars. I like the ring announcer Raquel Rodriguez. Other than that, like, I just liked him getting beat by John Cena.
Yes.
Yeah, like I really did.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good way to segue.
And getting cashed in on by Dolph Ziggler. That was good.
Yeah. Is that your 1B, 1A? Like when you think of like obviously I'm assuming you're in the category of Seth is cash in being number 1.
Yeah.
Is Dolph's number 2?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Where we
still remember that moment because I was watching. So good times.
Yeah, I was DVR. I actually was just watching today before we get into more comments. I was waiting for my niece and nephew to get home from Boston because I met up with them after they went in town with my parents. And I had the TNA marathon going that they have on their YouTube channel. It was Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles Iron Man match. So they sat and watched the last 15 minutes with me. And my nephew was like, that's awesome. AJ Styles, the man. They were asking about the blood. They're like, is that real or unreal blood? Because I said to them that we don't use the F word in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And my parents just looked at them like, okay, cool. Well, it's like we don't use the F word, so they use unreal, which is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to be blunt, honest, and be like, no, he takes a blade and like so I was like, no, they take these packets because they actually do. That's not totally wrong. And they splatter because they're kind of young still.
Yeah.
Let's keep their innocence as long as we can.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, they were big fans of TNA. So let's get some more comments. Sophia went to SmackDown. I wish I could. If I didn't have to work at 4:30 in the morning the next day, I definitely would have been there. But I wasn't. And it was a great show. SmackDown was great. It's all getting so good.
Oops.
Kevin, congrats, Sarah. Because you and Naomi are twins. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
You look so similar.
Yeah.
Nathaniel got a new Celtics keychain, and he's glad we're back. How do I feel that Cope and Christian reunited? Nathaniel, I have a feeling that that's what they're planning on doing, which at this point I'm fine with. We have the Hardys and Dudleys fighting in 2025. Yeah, feed me an ENC tag team title run in some promotion. Like, that just feels like the world needs to make sense. What's up, David? And then what else have I not? All right, I'll save some of these comments for when we are last two Yeah, that's right, bad guys. Up, everyone. Last two preseason games is when everything gets fun.
Mhm.
Aaron wants to know how we're doing on this fine August 19th.
Fine. I want to sleep. I just want nap, you know?
I do.
But
I hear you. I wish I did get to nap. Unfortunately, we can't. There is nonsense to be had, Sarah. So we had to book a show, and I have a feeling that we're gonna bring that up at the end of the show. He said what Ray said was sarcasm. I disagree. I
think he was pandering to the crowd. So
yeah.
I mean, but there are several wrestlers who want Alberto back. So I really would not be surprised if Ray was being 1,000% serious.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who friggin' knows? Sarah, want to kick us off with what happened on Raw?
My favorite.
Yes.
So Raw has been starting off the exact same way and ending basically the exact same way for I couldn't even tell you how long. So instead of talking about it again, we'll talk about the meat of what it was, and that was the Vision, doing whatever, talking about the ECW home, because they were in Philly, whatever. The main thing is Jey Uso comes out and he wants an Extreme Rules match with Braun Breaker because he was having a match with him later in the night, and they make it an Extreme Rules match because they are in the home of ECW. And I thought this was interesting because, Jay is in a match in 2 weeks. So, like, the optics of him being in an Extreme Rules match just 2 weeks before this match is kind of crazy. But obviously, they were in Philly, so they're like, we need to give them some sort of match that reminds them of being in Philly, and so it is what it is. I don't know. I'm kind of like, people are talking about how they're so sick of the MFTs stuff and how it's like a knockoff Bloodline, blah, 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 blah. We're over the Bloodline stuff. But no one is talking about the Bloodline stuff that's happening on Raw. Like, why is Jay out there beefing with the Vision because they took Roman's shoes? Like, why do you care?
That's family stand on family business.
But you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, okay, I get it. We get it. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm not interested. But I guess we need to continue this whole thing about Jay being in the World Heavyweight title match. So he has to have some sort of beef with Seth, I guess. But I'm checked out of it.
I hate to break it to you, but the Bloodline are going to be running WWE for the next 40 to 50 years.
I hope not.
I'm just gonna. After last night's announcement, the Bloodline will run WWE at some point.
I mean,
I'll tell you right now.
Ugh. Doesn't mean that they're going to be all wrestlers, though. That's the thing.
That's fine.
The Usos didn't even want to be wrestlers until they got in their 20s. So
you never know. You never know.
Yeah, baby
Sometimes
Uso.
you want to follow in your father's footsteps. Sometimes you don't.
Yeah, well, it's a lot to live up to. It
is a fuck ton to live up to.
A lot of second generation superstars do not work out. So, I wouldn't blame.
It's the third.
I know. I'm just saying. And yeah. But anyway, we see Io Sky, which we'll talk about in a second. Io was against Raquel Rodriguez, which we'll talk about. But we saw some more drama, I would say, between Io and the Kabuki Warriors, which started again last week, and it looked like Asuka got into it a little bit with Io, and they keep hinting at an Asuka heel turn, and I'm so conflicted on this because they keep doing this with Asuka, with like she was fine and she was a baby face, and then they turned her to be in Damage Control, and then they kind of turned her even deeper, I guess, because then it was like the Kabuki Warriors were then beefing and whatever. I don't know if I don't know if I love this, because I don't like, as much as I want to see Asuka on TV and in matches, and obviously Asuka versus Io would be incredible. Like, I'm not arguing against that. I don't know if I love whatever they're trying to do. I guess maybe it's because it's not clear yet. but it feels like we're inevitably going to get
Yeah.
Asuka versus Io, and I just don't know if that's a story that I'm super into. I'm into the match, but not necessarily the story.
See, I have an idea where they're going, and I'm into it because of the star power and because of the fact that we have a vacant women's world championship.
Yeah.
I
know
mean,
they
that plays
did
a
not
huge
address that
role.
at all.
No, and they don't need to right now. It's fine. Let's have a happy moment with this. If it was anyone but Asuka, like then I would be meh about it, but a lot of people want to see Io Asuka.
Yeah.
That's the match we've been wanting to see for how long now? We thought we were gonna get it at SummerSlam. We didn't.
Mm-hmm.
This is a way to make it happen and also kind of do a little outside, like you are leaving the group. You know, you with us, we were Damage Control, and now you're siding with Rhea, who Rhea was the enemy, and she had like, what's going on? Like, and yeah, like, and then after backstage, where then they get into the screaming match. Really, they get. Oh, wait, do we have a banner here? I don't want to spoil anything. We're going to talk about it. Well, okay. Well, at the end of the match, they go backstage after the nonsense happens. Io and Rhea talking.
Yeah.
And when Asuka, they walk by, and then Asuka, you guys like, oh, like, but Rhea can help you, but we can't. What's the? Oh, even I was saying at home, wait, Asuka, now you help. Now you help.
Yeah.
And when Rhea comes down, it shows. Like,
It's like they
right,
take it so seriously when that happens too. You know, it's like when they say, it's like, oh, I want to do this alone. It's funny because it only depends on the story. Because other times someone will be like, no, I don't need your help, and I'll be fine. And then they come out and do it anyway. Other times it's like, no, you said you didn't need help. So I was just watching you getting your butt kicked and whatever. You didn't want me out there.
It shows the true intentions. It really does show the true intentions. And that's what I really like about this.
Yeah. Based on the number of comments, it seems like people are into it. I don't know. I haven't read through them yet.
A lot of them about the pregnarts.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I guess we can talk. Do you want to just go right into Naomi?
We can talk. Hey, we can pivot. I just spend all my days pivoting, so let's pivot.
Well, then we'll get back to the Io match in a second. But yeah, so the predictions were real, which in a way I kind of feel bad that like somebody leaked that Naomi was pregnant before she could just announce it herself.
No,
but
sucks. Yeah.
The rumors were true, and Naomi comes out and announces that she is pregnant. In what is going, I don't know. I really enjoyed her segment because it was so all over the place. It was like we were seeing Naomi, but then we were seeing Trinity at the same time. It was like you didn't know who you were gonna get. I loved her interaction with Adam Pearce, and then his follow-up tweet being like, from someone who's gotten someone pregnant, like I know to get out.
Just get out. Like, thank you. That's why I felt like I liked it. Not to totally step on your point, but that I liked it because it wasn't forced. Like, no, you got to do. Like, it was like, yeah, you get it, girl. Like, that's real life. That's how you're going to react if a woman who just told you she's pregnant is flipping out at you. You're just like, yeah, girl, whatever you want. Like,
well, and I think it was also handled the way that I kind of had talked about it last week, where you are so conflicted on how to feel about the announcement, because it's like, of course, you're super happy for her and for Jimmy. They've been married for 11 years. This is her first child. Like, she's 37 years old. Like, this is incredible if this is obviously something that they want. But then you also can't overlook the fact that she's champion, that she's coming off of like one of the best runs of her career, and she's on top of the world, and you're like, oh God, like the timing is so bad, and I feel like they kind of portrayed that really well with how she went about having this talk, about relinquishing the title. So I really like how they handled it. And it does make things really interesting, because now this championship is vacant. But Stephanie Vaquer is supposed to have that match at Clash in Paris. And they did not address any of this. And there's only one more Raw. So it's like they really have to figure it out because next week is the go home show. So I'm curious to see how they're going to go about that because, I had predicted that I thought, okay, it might be Io versus Stephanie and whoever wins, like they're the new champion because Io didn't get her match against Naomi and Stephanie already won her match opportunity to happen at Clash in Paris. So that makes the most sense. But we got absolutely no clarity on what is happening or how they're going to handle it. But based off of the short timeline, I feel like that seems the most plausible to me. And it feels like that is the path of least resistance from the fans. Like, I don't think that fans are going to complain if it was Io versus Stephanie. Because it makes sense,
No one cares. No, that's the beauty of wrestling fans is that, we're going to be like a little peeved about how we got to the match.
Mm-hmm.
But if we get the match, who cares?
Yeah.
It happened. Unless they put on a real stinker, then we have an issue. But the point is, if we get Stephanie and Io, and before that, we have to have some Adam Pearce nonsense speech where, we have a press conference by the GM's office or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. As long as you're going to announce a banger match for me, then I don't care. But at least make it quasi make sense.
It will be interesting because, like, I just saw that Jackson said he thinks that it'll be Roxanne, and then that sets up a long-term story for when Liv comes back. I don't hate that. I also, and the reason why I don't hate it, other than the long-term storytelling, right? I do question if it's a little too early to put the world title on Roxanne because she is still new-ish to Raw. I'm not saying to WWE, but to Raw. But I don't hate this idea because it would be going from a heel champion to another heel champion. So, like, I kind of like that because then the same people are in play who could go after the title. That doesn't mean, Stephanie can't go for the title. It doesn't mean Io can't, Rhea can't. Like, there Lyra, if we have her elevated to that spot too, like all of those women could still go for it and it not be considered a potential issue because it's babyface versus babyface. And I know we know that Triple H doesn't care about that, but again, it depends on who we're putting there because you don't want Stephanie Vaquer, who you're trying to build up into this megastar, going against another woman who's already a megastar because you don't want to force people to pick between them. But I don't know. I mean, Roxanne has been doing great. They've obviously been giving her opportunities and stuff on Raw in singles matches, and she just beat Io, right? So I don't know. But yeah, they're gonna have to figure out something. I'm assuming they already are thinking about it because they didn't have Naomi on TV last week, so that has given them an extra week to plan it out. I just hope whatever they do is good and not like, what the hell are they doing? But anyway, getting back to the women's match, which we saw.
I kind of want to answer this question first before we get to that because this is a really I like these questions. Question for Sara and Pitts, non-wrestling related. Would you rather lose all of your past memories or never be able to make new ones? I love it. Fuck yeah, Fresh Fly. Keep bringing it. I am going with lose all of your past memories. Because fear, anxiety is it's like a form of fat.
Well, and I think that like the idea of living the rest of your life and not having any memory of it feels kind of more sad than forgetting what you've already done. You know what I mean? Because you still have so much more of your life ahead of you that it feels like it would be better to create new memories moving forward than it would be to like never make another one.
So, hear what you're saying. My question to this: if we can't make memories or just memories are gone, does that mean we don't remember the people in our lives?
I don't know.
Because
that's why it would be better to forget your old ones.
That's actually, but yeah. That's a great. That's a good question. I'm bringing that to the car.
I want to know how you guys would answer.
Yeah, let us
If
know in
you're
the comments.
if you're up for answering anyway.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so
bringing
we
that.
saw a pretty good match, I would say, between Io and Raquel. And I have to say, people were saying this on Twitter, and I had to bring it up as well. And we've mentioned it a bunch of times, but Raquel Rodriguez is absolutely killing it. It's almost impossible to believe that it was just an off comment that Kevin Nash made probably on his podcast that just changed things completely for Raquel, but it seems like that's all it took, and she's doing such a great job now where no one is talking about her in a negative way at all. Like, let's not forget when she first came back from, dealing with her health issues, and people were like, "Oh my god, that was such a botched return. That was so bad, this, that, blah blah blah," right? And everyone was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that they wasted this on her. No one cares, whatever." And then her matches, people were talking crap about it. No one is saying anything like that now. Everyone is just constantly applauding her for the work that she's done, and I'm like, she really should be thankful that Kevin Nash apparently like changed something in her brain, because she's been doing a great job for the past few months.
She's been really doing well at wrestling to her size. It felt like for a while she was trying to do too much. Is kind of just a blanket way to put it. Like, she's working like she is a beast.
Yeah.
Like she's not cowering to anyone, basically.
Yeah.
And like it makes for good matches. Like, you're actually invested now, not just like, all right, we know what the result is. All right, get on to the next one. It's like, all right, I can see you're improving.
Well, and I think she had some like good people to look at too, because I mean, look at Rhea. Rhea is bigger than every woman in the division as well, but no one was talking about, oh, she doesn't work well with smaller girls, or there's something off with Rhea, whatever. So it's like, I get it when you are taller or bigger or whatever, like Raquel is. I can't imagine it's easy to work with somebody like Io, to work with someone like Alexa or Zelina or whatever. It's not easy, but there is a way to make it work. And she's doing it. So I'm happy for her, because I think that she deserved to, I don't know, she deserved to be applauded more for coming back. Like, I have a soft spot for her because of all the stuff that she was dealing with, and like,
oh yeah,
talking about it and stuff. I just can't imagine. So I don't know. I think it's great. And this is another question I'm going to ask, because there's this wrestling account that I follow, and they were saying last night that they feel like the Judgment Day theme just doesn't fit them. I get why people miss the other side. Absolute banger. And if I could bring it back tomorrow, I would. But I think they have done a great job at matching their vibe to the new song. So I love the Judgment Day song, and the like, I don't know, just like the way that they come out with it, with the lights, the way that they changed it, just the aura of this era of Judgment Day. I'm into it. So I'm kind of surprised that people are still like demanding that the other side come back. I'm like, I think this is actually cool.
I am so happy you brought this up, because I was thinking of asking you, or bringing this up on the show. I mean, that this Judgment Day feels like a completely different version of, obviously, the first, the one at Mania 40. We'll say the peak of our. You're gonna have we're gonna have fans that are going to pick which iteration of the Judgment Day is their Judgment Day. And that's what I love about the Judgment Day being a thing, is a lot of the time factions come and go way too quick.
Yeah.
And we've seen in WWE that the longest reigning faction, I would say, is DX. If you look at other, like New Japan, we'll say, the Bullet Club is still a thing.
Yeah.
Just because Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Prince Devitt, Cody, they're all gone, doesn't mean the Bullet Club's gone.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't had that in WWE. And the fact that you have Judgment Day I mean, Bloodline, I feel like is it's the same thing, but a little bit different. The Judgment Day being the closest thing we have to like a Bullet Club type of faction is pretty cool. And I would like Judgment Day to be some sort of, I'm going to use a controversial word, but like a fraternity or sorority.
Yeah, you mentioned that it just keeps going.
Like, yeah, like, okay, so you have like an NXT call up or something, and they went through Judgment Day, and then maybe they go on Raw or SmackDown or back to NXT because that's basically its own third brand at this point. But they're Judgment Day. They're good with Judgment Day. Like, that would be a pretty cool thing to do. Maybe they're not a full but like, yeah, you were in it, but you did your own thing now.
How do you feel about the song?
It fits their vibe.
It does,
they're
right?
More hip-hop. They're more of like hip-hop, like, what's up? They're
cooler. They're cool.
It's like,
yeah, it took them a while to get to this point because people had checked out of the Judgment Day and they're like, I don't care about this. Like, it's so lame, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, no, it took them a while to get here, but I like it. And I was kind of surprised because like I commented and I was like, I actually like it. And the person was like, to each their own, I guess. And I'm like, okay.
Well, yeah, that's wrestling. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't love it at first, but I think that they're matching it now. So it's like, I don't know. I'm into it. I like it. I'm a Judgment Day fan. Okay.
Judgment Day, I hope sticks around for a little bit. Like, I hope Judgment Day is Finn Balor's.
It has to be. He's the leader. You know, he's been the leader the whole time. I'm just saying. Him and Demonito. Okay. I wish that we saw Demonito last night.
No. Just I want that. That was perfect. I want them to sell Demonito at every event now.
Oh yeah, he won't be at an event, but you can get him on WWE Shop, and I already bought him.
Yes, you can, Sarah. You damn right. You know why you can.
Yeah.
Use our code. Did you use our code?
Oh no, I forgot because I was like just trying to buy it quickly because I was nervous that the longer I waited.
Is that, remember you had didn't you have a gift card?
Yes, and I have to find the code for it. I already used most of it. I've already used most of it.
Oh, you've already. Oh, okay. So you Oh, never mind.
Oh, yeah. I only have a couple dollars left.
Oh, all right then. Never mind. Then. Okay, so you're Okay.
But anyway, so we saw Penta, and he's continuing whatever beef is going on with the New Day, I guess. And so he had a match with Xavier Woods, and I don't really care about the match. I more want to talk about what are they doing with Penta. Like, it's amazing to me how they have no plans for him at all. They just have, sometimes they don't even have him on Raw. And when they do, they're just having him in these random matches. They had him in the IC title scene for a while, and it looks like they're definitely going to, it looks like AJ Styles is going to become champion sooner rather than later. But like, why how do you not have plans for Penta? Like, why was he not at Triple Mania? What are we doing?
I have a feeling that we're getting Penta ready for the eventual move to SmackDown. And
I think he needs to be. I think him and Rey Fenix need to be on Raw.
See, yes and no. I love where your head's at.
You want them to be a tag team on SmackDown because the division's better on SmackDown. Is that it?
That's where the division's hot, Sarah.
That's what I'm saying. But like, also, they need to make the Raw tag team division better. So shouldn't they keep them on Raw? Doesn't Penta scream Raw to you?
No, he doesn't scream Raw to me.
He screams Raw to me. You know who is on Raw now, apparently? LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
you nailed that one.
I don't
knock that one out.
I don't love the idea of already transitioning him to being in a tag team, though. I thought that they were going to do more with him before, like, making him a tag team person again. You know?
You still could. Like, I mean, this is all just off the cuff here, but you know, I feel like with how things are going right now, you don't. It's not like they're missing him, And I feel that he's part of like whatever's going on with the IC belt right now. Next up, he's on deck.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but if they move him to SmackDown, he would have to go after the US title.
I would not hate a Penta solo. But after we saw on SmackDown a little certain somebody walking behind the MFTs, I feel like we're getting faction wars coming soon.
Well, and they had Sammy pin solo twice. Don't even get me started.
Do we see Wyatt 6 versus MFT's Bloodline?
Oh golly.
The War Games?
I don't know. Anyway, but speaking of the IC title, Daddy Dom, we found out he will face El Io Vikingo at Worlds Collide after facing him, El Grande Americano, and Dragon Lee at Triple Mania. And obviously, AJ Styles continues to win the biggest hater award because he flew all the way to Mexico so that he could make sure Daddy Dom did not win the title. But that does not mean that Daddy Dom will not have a title shot, because he will at Worlds Collide. And I feel like there's no way that they do not put the title on him. They're making him the champion in AAA, and they're probably having him drop the IC title to AJ Styles. They'll have him be double champ for a little bit, but then they'll have him drop the IC title.
Okay.
I think that Vikingo's had a solid title run, but you also can't ignore that people are not like super into him right now. And I'm not saying that they should punish him for that. However, there have been talks of them wanting to make Dom like the face of AAA from like WWE's side. So if they want to do that, it would be pretty good to put that title on him. It also elevates him to make him look like he could be like a world champion in WWE at some point.
No, it could. It's a great stepping stone.
Yeah.
To see how well he can do.
Yeah.
As a world champion.
Yeah.
And if anyone could do it, it would be him. I thought they were going to do it on Saturday.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Saturday was. I really thought they did.
Yeah.
And it makes sense after obviously the interference by AJ. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Save
I know. The biggest hater, because remember, he flew all the way to Australia to make sure that LA Knight could, and I was just like, oh my God, dude.
Don't piss off AJ Styles.
He's dedicated to the hate, man. I don't think I hate anybody that much.
I don't. I really don't at this moment in life right now. Which
I would never, ever. I don't even know if I'll ever hate someone enough to be on an airplane for like 26 hours to go to another country just to fuck with somebody. Like, I don't think I could ever do that.
I think if the Red Sox never won a World Series, then I would hate Aaron Boone on that level. But man made me cry and have hotel security called on me. I was in first grade. So like, I'm a hater. But yeah, no, back to the wrestling. I don't know. I don't know when else to do it by crowning Dom.
Yeah.
If not now. And after gaining some info from you and AAA fans about why Vikingo is getting the Roman Reigns 2015 treatment.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand it as the outsider.
Yeah.
Because I lived the 2015 or 2014 Roman forced push. We all lived it. So to hear that, like, you feel for a fan base. Anyone would.
Yeah.
However, it makes it a little difficult when the guy that they're rooting for is Alberto Del Rio and ours was Daniel Bryan. So there's the disconnect.
But then also I feel for Vikingo because he's like actually really good and Roman wasn't. So it's like, you know, like
Roman was not putting on 5-star matches on Dynamite with Kenny Omega.
Also wasn't cutting promos that you were like, oh, okay, he's like really good on the mic. I can deal with it. No, It's like Vikingo is like exactly the type of guy that should be getting pushed, you know, like it's hard to argue against them pushing him down your throat because you're like, yeah, no, like he's a well-rounded, like solid star talent. So that's why it's like I kind of feel bad for him because he hears the boos or he's gonna see what people are saying, but maybe it's time for a change, or maybe they can get people behind him if they take the title off him, and then maybe he eventually wins it back or something. I don't know, maybe spice something up. I don't know. Fans are fickle, they become complacent. It's hard
Sarah,
to say.
Could you imagine we live in a world where Dominic Mysterio faces Alberto Del Rio?
I don't want to see that.
That's
Alberto
crazy.
was also like 68 years old, so I don't really understand why people.
47.
It's like you're 100 years old combined.
You're 100 years old combined. Steiner math.
Yeah. But anyway, continuing with some AAA talk, Mr. Iguana made his Raw debut with Dragon Lee against the Judgment Day, but the Judgment Day did not have Demonito. That was sad. I was hoping that we were going to see that, but we didn't. I mean, this was a good match. Of course it was. All of the people involved. I just want, I could stand on a soapbox forever and just talk about like how impactful Finn Balor is. And I still don't think that I would get across to the people that need to hear it. But,
I feel like those people, it's like talking to a wall. So,
yeah. I'm also bummed that they are selling a Demonito before they're selling an Iguana. That was like my first thought when I saw that it was on sale. I was like, what about the Iguana? You know what it is? It's because he just bought like a random ass iguana, from like Amazon or something. And so they can't just like replicate it in that way because they need to make their own. And they probably haven't found someone who can make one that's like similar enough that they can't get in trouble for it. And I'm like, but come on. Like people would buy the shit out of an iguana puppet.
See, like that I'm not buying it for me, but I'm definitely buying it for my nieces and nephews 100%. Mm-hmm. Like that's just not, it's from the hip.
Yeah, I would definitely probably buy it for my nephew too because he likes Mr. Iguana. But yeah, that was the thing. I mean, this was a good match. It's cool to see Mr. Iguana on TV because he gets a pop every single time. I agree. Demonito should not be overused. I just thought we might see him on Raw because he was against Mr. Iguana. And so I was like, maybe we'll see him. And yeah, I did. Kevin. What's the problem? Okay. I paid $100 for Demonito. Hell yeah, I did. I sure did. Yeah, look at Richard agreeing with you. He says Finn is one of the most impactful wrestlers of the 21st century. And people do not give him enough credit because they just think about him in this like past year of when he's just been losing or whatever. People do not remember the impact that he had on professional wrestling before coming to NXT, how he was a pillar of the black and gold era of NXT, how he had a great second run in NXT, which included a feud against Adam Cole, which people are not, or with Adam Cole, right? Was he against Adam Cole or with him? Both.
It was both because he aligned him. Well, not really aligned, but he turned on.
Yeah.
Gargano.
That kick to the head, iconic.
Pele kick, great.
And Finn is like incredible. I'm sorry, I don't care. Like he's main evented at all of the WrestleMania's equivalents, basically. Hello.
What?
Wait, what was Seth Rollins first? What are you talking about?
Huh?
I don't know what he's talking about. Anyway, he deserves more love. Finn Balor deserves more love. Okay, that's my guy forever. That's why I needed Demonito. Sorry, I needed Demonito to because I have like what 3 or 4 Finn Funkos and whatever.
Yeah, Finn's your guy.
Yeah, like, Finn's my guy.
I some might argue that Finn might be your guy over Cody, but I'm going based off of like things.
I think that he might. I think as far as like consistent fandom, I would say Finn over Cody because I did take a little break from Cody when he left.
Yeah.
But I don't have a ton of merch stuff for Finn, but that's just because like I didn't buy a lot. I don't buy a lot of merch. Now I am, but I still try to like buy stuff that I actually want and can
Mhm.
display or use. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to just spend stupid stuff. Who would I cheer between Finn and Gunther? Excuse me. I would choose death, and it would be me dying. What am I gonna do with the puppet? Probably put it on a shelf with Finn Balor stuff. Yeah, because I feel like it's gonna be a collector's item, and I wanted it. Have I bought any new action figures? No. I still only have boxed Elton Prince, Solo Sikoa, undashing version of Cody Rhodes, and Rob Gronkowski. Those are still on my
Rob
wall.
Gronkowski, you have to.
Yeah.
Man, just open up a playground.
Yeah. I still want to get a boxed Kit Wilson probably just to have Pretty Deadly, but I have not bought any recently. Also haven't been to Target or anything and to see like random people that they might have. Because I think that's kind of funny. I'll be like, oh, who do they have today? I'll just get this one. That's why I got Solo. But it was because Solo had the Ulafala on, and I was like, that is my Tribal Chief. So I wanted to get that one. But anyway, so we got to see Becky Lynch versus Natalya, and because we just saw Natty, the low-key legend, on Triple Mania, we were like, hey, maybe we'll see her on Raw in the Women's Intercontinental title match. But no, we did not. It wasn't a very long match. Natty didn't really get to do a whole lot. It was very slow. I wasn't a big fan of this. I don't know why, but I just wasn't into it. Becky retains. But I think the bigger story is, of course, as I already said, why is WWE withholding us from seeing the low-key legend? Like, why are we not getting to see that version? And is it WWE withholding it from us, or is it Natty? Because that's the thing.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if Natty has any say. Like, is it up to her? Is it not up to her? Like, does she want to have this like other persona outside of WWE where she's like this ass kicker, whatever, and then she doesn't want to be like that in WWE? There's definitely an argument to be made there potentially. But I do wonder why we're not seeing this, because I feel like people would be so much more behind Natty in that way, because she's kind of getting that like Karrion Kross treatment online, where we're seeing her in these other, in Bloodsport or in GCW and in Triple Mania, and people are so into this other version, and I'm like, you should be bringing that to Raw.
There's one person to blame for why we are not getting it right now.
Okay.
You can look, but you can't touch.
Oh yeah.
You can't
Because she's like teaming with her, kind of like, or defending her.
No, because we have to have Nikki versus Becky for the IC. That's the roadblock right now. Because Sarah, that was my thought, is why did we not see it?
Yeah.
Why are we still getting the Natty with the diamonds?
Well, we're getting Natalya. It's like we're
not
getting
even Natty. You're right.
Yeah, we're not even getting Natty.
Natalya.
Yeah, we're getting Natalya.
As soon as her music hit, it all clicked. Oh, that's right. She's supposed to finish up her program.
Yeah.
With Becky. And fine. Okay, like I don't have as strong feelings as you do towards Nikki Bella.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
get me started.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care. It is what it is. It's gonna be fine, nostalgic, whatever. But at the end of the day, she's not walking out with a IC title. All right. Becky is going to still be on this rampage that she's on. And the only person in my eyes to stop that is Natty Neidhart.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get that? Is Becky beating Natalya and Maxine? It might not even be Natalya that beating up Natalya that breaks it. It's Natalya seeing Maxine getting just pummeled by Becky week in and week out and being bullied and whatnot. That unleashes the beast. Something like that would be pretty interesting too, and a little bit different than the norm and predictable.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens, because it feels kind of unfortunate that like something that's happening is preventing us from seeing it. But I don't know. I don't know. But since you brought it up, it does look like, because we saw Nikki come out at the end of this match and hit the new rack attack on Becky, it does seem like they're going forward with that. And I am assuming that means we're probably getting it in Paris. What do you think?
Yeah. It's in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You'll announce it next week. Then I see it being in Paris. You got to build these international shows with the biggest stars. I
but and you already think or believe Becky's retaining, right? Like that has to be what happens.
Sarah, if I'm just gonna stop right there.
Yeah, I don't think there's. I mean, I think this is kind of making up for Nikki not getting that. We assume the women's tag title match at Evolution. This feels like this is like, okay, you'll have a match, but like you're not winning this one, because and that's the thing is, you can argue that it's great to have Nikki Bella around or other legends or whatever that come around and do little stints or whatever, but there's no reason for them to ever win the title. There's a reason why you knew that Trish was not going to beat Tiffany. And it's like, yeah, because it doesn't help Tiffany, like it's not beneficial at all for Nikki to win. It's like, I understand what the bad guy is saying, like Nikki wins and then we see Bayley. I think that we could argue that Bayley's a heel. I mean,
I don't know what the fuck
is
going on with Bayley right now.
I'm
bought in. I'm bought in, but I have no fucking.
Well, we can talk about that too. So
she going cray.
We kind of got
cray.
Yeah, we kind of got some of our questions, I guess, answered from last week. Because we were sitting here saying, okay, based off of this one video, it's kind of hard to say what direction, I guess, that they're trying to do with her, because it was like, are they going to make her crazy? Are they not? Are they going to make her more, I guess, of like a what's the word I'm looking for? Empathetic or sympathetic character, like, are we going to make it so that she's kind of like questioning her career, something like that?
Empathetic.
No, this basically showed, okay, no, she's going crazy, and it's still kind of combining that sympathy factor, I guess, where it's like, obviously whatever's been going on with her this past year is what drove her to get to this point. And I'm interested to see how they go about it, because when we look at anything similar recently of people going crazy, it's kind of been like The Fiend or like Alexa Bliss or like Nikki Cross, like it's been very dramatic. So I kind of want to see something a little bit different than, I guess, the stereotypical way of going about that.
I did like I like the two-way conversation.
Mm-hmm.
The split personality conversation that she was having with herself, personas. It showed the different sides of Bayley, and it told a story that she's dealing with, why she's been acting the way she is, and it was good, the callbacks to everything.
Yeah,
like to let you know that, oh, is she gonna do it? Is it gonna be a reversion back into that character, or are we going to see something evolve from this?
Yeah, and
I'm interested.
It's going to be interesting to see how the fans react too, because I think that, Bayley has been a babyface for, I don't know, a little over a year now.
A little over. It was on the road to Mania, like after she won the Rumble.
And people love to cheer for her. And so it's been a little bit of a while. I mean, even when she was in Damage Control, I wouldn't say she was getting like a lot of heat. She wasn't getting booed a lot, because it was like Damage Control was more annoying, I think, than they were like hateable in a way. So it'll be interesting to see how people respond, because that could also dictate the direction that they take with her, because it might be like, oh yeah, she's crazy, so people aren't going to like her, but maybe they actually do. I mean, wrestling fans grab on to really random things. So, it's definitely possible that they alter the direction, but I don't know. We'll see. At least it's interesting. This is like the most interesting I think that Bayley has been in a long time. So we can only hope that she it actually goes well. So but anyway, Kevin just says like random things, and I feel like I swear to God, Kevin hates me. I feel like he hate watches.
Maybe it's a bit. Who knows?
I don't know. But anyway, so we're getting part 4. It's official of Sheamus versus Rusev. They ran into each other somewhat backstage when Sheamus was about to be interviewed. And that is when Adam Pearce made it official that they will be facing off against each other at Clash in Paris. And I feel like this was obvious because both of them are not American. So like automatically right there, they're going to put them on that show because that's what they do. They try to get all of the like Europeans on the European show.
Yep.
And so this is going to be okay. Like, normally I'm going to be like, do we really need to see part 4 of this? Like, do we need to see this? No, we don't. But this is going to be a fire match because of the atmosphere. That alone makes me want to see it.
Did you hear how Adam Pearce announced this? It's a good old-fashioned Donnybrook.
Oh, it is.
What did I say from the start?
I know. That's what you wanted.
When he said a fucking Donnybrook, I popped. It was awesome. I was like, he fucking listens to the show.
Yeah.
That's great. Someone listens to the champ.
Yeah. So, I guess that will be happening. I mean, it's fine. It makes sense, right? Like, I don't know. The match is going to be good. Like, that's the thing is like when they first were hinting at this to be a part 4, I was like, I really don't care about this. Like, I really don't. But the stipulation will make it good. The crowd will make it good. So it's like, after this, I would say be done with it. But then it also makes you wonder, what does Sheamus do after this? And what does Rusev do after this? Because Rusev has been obsessed with Sheamus after he was obsessed with the Alpha Babes. Once he was done with them, he moved on to Sheamus. So, yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. But anyway, since we already talked about what's going on with Penta, I would say, what is going on with El Grande Americano and Dom Dom? What is going on here?
Son Amigos.
It's
Son Amigos.
Yeah, apparently. And what I thought was interesting was Americano immediately leaves, like once he sees Judgment Day rolling up, and Dom is like, oh yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that we're still on top, like don't worry about it. It's like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Was he trying to get Americano, or like is he gonna have Americano help him beat Vikingo? What's he doing? How is he gonna help Judgment Day?
He's an ally. That's how he's gonna.
He's in Judgment Day. He is the new Carlito. He is the comedic factor, dude. First of all, hold on, wait. El Grande Americano is so over in AAA. It's incredible, and the fact that he came out and was just started singing, and he was singing his entire entrance. First of all, terrible singer.
How angelic was that?
Such a terrible singer, but I appreciate the effort. Ludwig is not a good singer. Stop it right now.
All right. I thought he was. All right. I must have been really hungover then. Because
he's not expected to be a good singer, so I'm not hating on that.
No, I don't care if you're hating on it. I thought that was so. I sat in the chair across from me, hungover on Sunday afternoon, just watching Ludwig Grande Americano belt his way to the ring. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, the crowd was so into it.
Yeah, it's incredible. So very exciting. I am curious to see what they're planning on doing with him, because obviously he's not getting another title shot. It is Dom. And they haven't really established him with anything in WWE right now, really. I mean, and we haven't seen any payoff with the other El Grande Americanos. We haven't seen them since that one moment where they were all three of them were in the match, or I guess, or showed up in the match, whatever. Oh yeah, this would be sick, dude. if they all showed
That's
up.
what I'm saying. He's gonna get his guys with his guys.
But what's interesting though is I almost like the idea of Ludwig Americano not being in on anything with the other two. I kind of think that's interesting that the other two just like decided to do that shit on their own. Like the two of them were like, yeah, let's do this. But like, we're not going to tell the real Grande Americano. It's kind of funny.
I like to envision that there's just a plethora of Grande Americanos.
Yeah.
That all operate not like together in unison, but like they know of each other.
Yeah.
You know, like they help each other out. Like when a fellow Grande Americano is in need. But like
maybe they could
they're not.
Like they could be other ones, because if we're talking about who's Grande, it's definitely Kaiser, and the other two are not. So maybe they could come up with a new name.
What do you think? There's Venti?
The small American. Yeah, the Venti, El Vente American. Yeah, something.
El Pequeño.
Yes, that would be fun.
Get Mike. Could you imagine Microman?
Oh my god.
Which, Sarah, spoiler alert, that is my rosebud of the week. All right. I will have another one. But Sarah, I want that poster or picture or something in my man cave or my like hanging.
He's not even 4 feet tall, right?
He's 3'3".
Yeah. So that's crazy to have him then against a guy that's like 7 foot something. I don't even know how tall Omos
is 7'4".
That's insanity. Insanity.
That's wrestling. Like that was God,
I forgot about this. I mean, I could see that. I know, I did see that. That was he literally. Oh my god! It was like, shout out to Omos though.
He picked him up as easy as me just doing this. Like that's how easy he picked up Microman.
Yeah, well, I mean, he is only 3'3", so.
How adorable is he though?
Oh my god, that's a man. You don't talk about him like that. He's still a grown man.
But like, that's what I called him.
Oh my god, but he's not a baby. That's like when Mike Tyson thought Hasbulla was a baby, and it was like he's not. He's
not a baby.
That's why I'm saying Micro Man is not Micro Baby. He's a man.
I can't say that. I can't. But goddamn, I love Micro Man. All right.
Moving on. The main event, which was Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker in an Extreme Rules match. And I absolutely hated the fact that they had Jey win. And the reason is not because I don't like Jey Uso, but because Braun Breaker needs to stop taking losses. We need to stop having the Vision take losses or Braun Breaker taking losses specifically in solo matches, because you are not going to make Braun Breaker look like this like force of a dude if you keep having him lose in these stupid matches. And the only reason why Jey won anyway was because of Roman Reigns or farming. So yeah. I mean, obviously they're just trying to push whatever is going on in Paris. Roman hinted at getting a match with Bronson Reed. So that looks like that's going to happen. And I guess they gotta just try and make Jey look like he belongs in the World Heavyweight title picture still. So that was why it's like, oh.
But you didn't like did you like his tribute to New Jack?
Sure.
That was awesome. I
don't care about Jey. Okay, I just don't. I even said it when he's on the mic. Take the mic away, please. Because so this is the thing, right? I was talking about this with my sister because my sister also doesn't like Jey, and that moment that he had backstage with CM Punk, where he's just like speaking normally, you know, because Punk was like, "Hey, I'll be out there for you. Like, you know that they're gonna do the numbers game. Like, I'm here, whatever." And Jey is saying, "No, I don't want your help. Like, it's nothing against you, but I don't want to owe anybody anything. I have to do this by myself." I'm like, why is this not the version of Jey that we get? Like the yeeting and the catchphrases and whatever. I think that's sometimes okay, but like if he was only acting that way sometimes and was more serious most of the time, I don't think I would have like such a distaste for him. But it's like we don't get to see a serious side of him like almost ever. And I feel like if we just saw how he was with Punk more often, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, he's on TV again. You know, because like the promo at the beginning of the show where he was going back and forth with the Vision, it's not good. It's not good. Like I don't want to listen to it. I don't enjoy it. And I know it's not for me, you know, but I just wish that we could kind of see like a more serious side, like not even having to he doesn't have to be a heel, but can you just like speak like a normal human being instead of like pausing so everybody can say yeet every single time you talk or
See,
like,
is that Jay or is that the fans?
no, that's Jay. He's playing into it.
I think that's more the fans.
No, because Gunther, when they'll chant what at him, he purposely continues to talk in a way that they can't do that. There is a way that you can do it so that you don't give them that break in what you're saying to allow them to chant. So he keeps doing it and he purposely pauses so that they will chant yeet. I think that's fine sometimes, but it's not okay when every time you have a live mic and you're out in front of the crowd that you talk like that. Like I'm not like I can't take you seriously. Like I can't take you seriously because you don't even take yourself seriously. You know?
I think he does it. It's the fans. I think just more the fans play into that more where he would like to be a little bit more serious, but they are
you know
saying
what?
yeet after legitimately everything.
My
he
sister had
says.
like an interesting theory though. She feels like he gets like more stage fright or something when he's like out in front of the crowd because it feels like he can speak better when he's in a backstage segment. But when he's out there in front of the crowd is when he gets like he can't remember his words, he stumbles, he panders to the crowd by letting them do the yeet, but like he always is pretty good in the back.
It's in interviews too. I've heard him on
Yeah.
interviews too. I really enjoy listening to him in interviews because that's where we get to see his knowledge. Like a lot of guys, yeah, you see their knowledge in the ring and then interviews is a bonus. But because of Jay's character at the moment where it is sentence, yeet, sentence, yeet, repeat.
Yeah.
You don't get to see you see a different side of him where in interviews you actually get to see Jay Uso or Josh Uso.
I think, and that's why I'm saying,
Josh
like,
Uso.
I think that he would be more taken seriously by people. Like, there are still going to be people who don't like him, me included. Like, I still wouldn't be like, oh, if he were more serious on the mic or like more of a serious character or whatever, do I still think he should be a world heavyweight champion? No, but at least I wouldn't be able to be like, he's completely unserious. You know, like, I mean, even people even shit on like the render that they use for him in the match, you know, where he's sitting there cheesing with these glasses and a grill in. And it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to take you serious? You know? And then it's like, yeah. And then meanwhile, he's like, yeet, yeet, yeet. Like, it's like, I can't take you seriously. How am I supposed to believe that you're like a legitimate champion? You know? So that's why I'm like, it makes me wonder if he does get nervous or something.
It really makes me wonder if I ever give up. About you.
That's really gross.
Huh?
That's really gross.
Maroon 5?
Yeah, we don't like Adam Levine.
What?
No, he's nasty. Did you not see when he was like cheating on his wife?
Oh,
in his text, and he was like, ew.
Yeah,
Me and my sister still joke about that when like his
bad.
reaction to the girl selfies, he was just like, fuck.
So hot.
So gross.
I do remember that now you mention it. That is wicked funny.
But the thing is his wife is like, he knows about it or she knows about it and lets him. So I mean, I guess whatever.
Hey, there's such thing as polyamorous relationships.
Yeah, I highly doubt that is the case. But anyway, would I rather go on a date with Omos or Microman? Omos, because Omos seems like such a teddy bear. Because he's such a nice guy, came from humble beginnings. You know?
I really think Omos would like really treat, I mean, in this situation, to like a very nice date. Like you're gonna go somewhere.
A gentleman.
Thank you. Summed it up in a word for me.
He is
a complete gentleman.
Did you want to do the last banner or did you just put that up?
Oh, I did because I want to go through this rundown because on Thursday, when it comes to the NWF update, we're doing something a little different. So I want to we went through SummerSlam, Sara. All right, we went through SummerSlam.
Yeah, that is true for Fresh Fly, but not me.
Oh, you're
But
reading the
not me.
comments.
Not
Oh, you're
me.
reading the comments.
Wait, who would I rather date, Tom Brady or Gunther? Well, I'm going to be politically correct here because Tom Brady is single and Gunther is not. So I'm going to say Tom Brady.
Okay.
And I will not answer any questions about it.
Most girls would rather cry in a Lamborghini than cry in a Toyota Camry.
Not me.
I don't know. Toyotas are pretty comfy. But anyways, Sarah, we gotta end with nonsense. All right.
Okay.
The world needs nonsense. And nonsense is happening. All right. There's been a little bit of some rumblings, some royal rumblings going on. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Shit's going down, Sarah. All right. And it's kind of out of my control. Kind of not. Did I bring him in? Who knows? That's why you tune in. That's why you're here. But anyways, what?
I said, is it?
It is. It is why you tune in. Well, other than to see me. But yeah, no, shit's getting real here in the NWF. And I'm getting like word from the network execs. Like they're breathing down my neck. Shit's got to change. And that's what we're doing. And so SummerSlam happened, Sarah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the big changes that you have to know. All right. The Bloodline are still on my television. I didn't lose. I couldn't get them off. So the Bloodline are staying, and I hate them. So now they're feuding with Motor City Machine Guns. All right. That's who I want as my tag team champions. So they're feuding right now. And in the second match of the show, we're going to have Chris Sabin taking on Tonga Loa.
Okay.
Right? That's what the execs are telling me because they're feuding. So I'm like, okay, put him in a one-on-one. We'll continue that. And then we got Tiffany Stratton and Michelle McCool opening up the show.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffy and Tony Storm are feuding for the women's championship. All right. What do we think of that? I like that. I think in real life that would be really interesting.
I think so.
I'd like to see that. And then there's a backstage brawl that's going to happen. That's why Unreal, because letting you know behind the scenes. There's a backstage brawl that's going to happen with a bunch of just randos that are just trying to get on the show. And you know what? I'm a champ of the peeps. You want to get on the show? All right, well, here's a camera. You guys fight. It's going to be Cedric Alexander, Shinsuke, Spider-Man, Green Goblin, because they still got their beef. Like, they're just Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. They're always beefing. Shrek. Yeah, Shrek is getting on the show. Michin, Lava Girl, and Alice in Wonderland. That's who volunteered. So we have them. I think I'm going to make this match a title match as we speak. We have Bikini Bottom Boys getting into it with Jade and Bianca.
Okay.
And Jade and Bianca, technically, because we do have, like, they're the Unity Championship. So they're going to challenge for the mixed gender tag team championship. And it's not mixed gender. It's just anyone, any team, 2 men, 2 women, man, woman, whatever. Could be titles. Bikini Bottom Boys want gold. All right. Patrick wants that trophy. Remember, he wants a trophy. Shark Boy last week cut a promo about how he wants action, ACTION, and he wants it now. Kevin Owens is sick and tired of these dudes from nonsense places coming into his promotion. And Shark Boy tried to tell him when they were talking backstage, like, no, I wrestled before. Like, I was in TNA, like the partnership, like I'm here. And Kevin was like, no, you're not a real person. Like, see Lava Girl back there? Yeah, you're with her from that movie. Like, he can't get it that, like, no, he was the Shark in TNA in the X Division. So they're going to fight because Kevin Owens hates the nonsense characters, like hates them, cannot stand them. And then in the second main event, all right, hear me out. Undertaker's champion, because that's a big change after SummerSlam. Spoiler 2, Gunther is still champion.
That's right.
He did not lose to Mario,
That's right.
which not my decision. But yeah, no, that was the title change of the weekend. That was the most significant. And someone's getting a little cocky backstage.
Uh-oh.
Who is that person?
Me.
Santos Escobar.
Oh, jeez.
Santos Escobar walks up to the Undertaker
Oh,
and challenged him to a match.
wow.
And you know, at his funeral, Undertaker pretty much in 3 words said that he's gonna rest in peace. And then the main event,
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, I have a little beef here. I'm so sick and tired of seeing Cody Rhodes in my main event picture every week. Okay. And it's not, here's the thing, it's not because I don't want Cody in the main event picture, but if he's gonna be in the main event picture, he should be fighting for the title, right? Like that's what, right? He should be fighting for the championship. Well, he's not. He's not challenging the Undertaker. The execs from up above are telling me that they want their main event to be Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa because that's what draws the most money. They saw it done before once, and they think we can do it again. No, you can't. Shut the fuck up. All right. So, I've enlisted my own people because, as I will elaborate more on Thursday, I'm sick and tired of these execs breathing down my neck. All right, it's my fucking show. So I got my guy, Nonsense. I brought him in, and he, Solo, Cody, and Kenny Omega are going to fight in a fatal 4-way for the #1 contendership to the NWF title held by The Undertaker. That was the only way I could get the execs to be happy with the main event and Cody Rhodes being in it and having a Bloodline member in it.
Alrighty.
I'm beefing with them. More on Thursday. We'll see where it goes. But yeah, that's the show. That's the show. And can't wait to update everyone on Thursday. Maybe we get a TV deal with these execs. They got something going. They say they're consultants. I don't know what they're consulting, but that's the show. So that is the show. We got best thing going, dude. It's the best thing going. All right. Maybe if we get enough people to sign the petition, we can go live on Twitch. So who knows? But that's all we got for the Raw Rewind. It looks like Friday will be probably the date that we record.
Yeah, I got to work on Thursday.
You got to work on Thursday. I'm back in the house tomorrow, down in the underground, taking voicemails. Leave your voicemail, speakpipe.com/official house show. Nathaniel left me a voicemail last week, Sarah.
Very cool.
It was awesome. It was awesome to hear his thoughts. And he asked if our Patriots are going to win the division or make the playoffs. I was very hopeful. And then he asked a wrestling one. I forget what it was because he gave 2. But we have a guest tomorrow. Jimmy from the Q from Stash Club Wrestling is joining us in the house tomorrow. So ask your questions away. And yeah, in the meantime, while you're doing that, hit that subscribe button and bell notification to know every time we go live and post a new video. And help us get that subscriber number up, please. We'd love to see it. Go subscribe to us on TikTok as well. We're over 1,000 there. I was going to mention it before we went live, but we were right about to hit the button. We got to set that up to go live here. We could at this point for sure. And the layout you can even do on here. So easy enough. And our personal accounts as well. You got to plug our personal because that's where we're tweeting nonstop about all things wrestling. And if you're Sarah, all things Patriots as well. So go follow Sarah on the Twitter machine at @SMarshXO and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Patty Pitts with 2 Ds. Thank you for tuning in. God bless. Remember that you can do it. All you gotta do is try. See you later.